right, we'll see if you can see me here. Yeah, there we go. We just arrived on scene here. Got our folks here in the mud puddle. We're gonna hop out and get this going. It's straight up midnight right now, so we'll see how long this takes us. All right, kind of see what we're dealing with here. We got this truck buried. They happen to find the wettest spot out here, and those are probably a 35-inch tire buried up to the axle, center line of the axle. So we're looking at a good 200% mire factor on this one. We're gonna try to do a double line pull off the front end. We got good recovery points on the front. Got a hitch we can't get out on the back, so we're gonna go forward instead of backwards on this. But we'll get this get rigged up and get this out of here. I wanted to try to pull off both hooks, but I'm concerned the way that one's angled.
Yeah, we're just gonna pull it off.
I think it's just gonna, yeah, we'll have to just do this side. See if we can get it off. Forgot what we were doing here.
It's coming. Keep going. Yeah, it's got your... Take a winch brake, I want to check the rigging. Winch brake.
Okay, what we did now, we rigged up for a kinetic rope extraction to get him the rest of the way out. You can see we left our bridle on the front, so we're using both tow points, both factory tow points on the front of the truck to spread the load. Back here, and then we're into a receiver hitch on the back of the Jeep. We're going to get reset here. We're going to give him a little bit of a kinetic tug and be on our way. mud ended up being a pretty quick and easy job. We were on site 30 minutes. That includes all the rigging, re-rigging, and putting equipment away. Simple double line pull to get him out of the worst of the situation, the mud that he was in, and then we switched to a kinetic rope to extract him the rest of the way up onto solid ground. Pretty much a textbook operation for us. So hopefully you guys like that. We'll try to get some more of these videos up. Well, back at it again today. Got home about 2 in the morning from last night's recovery. It's now Sunday afternoon, and on scene for another one. Got another buried vehicle out here in the mud. So we're gonna get rigged up. I'll show you what we got. We'll get rigged up and get him yanked out of here. All right, you can see we got a Suburban buried up to its, well, up to the running boards, up to the body, in the mud here. Just happened to find the softest spot on the road. But again, we're buried to the frame, so we got at least a 200% mire factor on this one. Big old Suburban, gonna be a heavy beast. Fortunately, we've got some good recovery points on the back of it. We're gonna use the hitch link in the receiver hitch. Probably rig up a double line pull between both vehicles that we have here on our winches and pull him back onto solid ground. You can see Brett right there getting a good factor 55 hitch link in there with a screw pin bow shackle in the receiver hitch. You notice we don't pull off of safety chain points or anything like that. We like to use proper rigging for this kind of thing. So we'll get this rigged up and get him hooked up and get him out of here. Okay, I don't know if you can hear me, got a little bit of wind in the background, but we got two vehicles here. We got my truck, we got the winch out on my truck. We got Brett's truck there acting as a secondary anchor. We got a double line pull coming out here. You can come out to there. You can see we got a pulley block set up there in the middle. This is going to give us a double line. It's going to double the winch power of my winch on the truck. It happens to be a 12,000. I'm down to the bottom layer on the winch, so we'll get a full 12,000 out of the initial pull. And we got an extension strap to the vehicle. This should give us, that's a 4-inch static strap. Plenty of rating in that for doing what we're doing. Rigging here, we're just waiting for the vehicle owner at this point. He got stuck in traffic getting back out here. So we'll get this fired up, and once we can, try to see if I can get some video of you in action. I don't know if I'll be able to today, but that's just kind of an idea of the rigging we use. This is a pretty standard setup for us. 2 vehicles and a double line winch pull makes a nice, safe, easy extraction. Okay, I don't know if you can see what we're doing, but we just got some winch power going. Sorry, it's about the best video I can give you. We're pulling tight on the vehicle right now, hoping to get it to pop free of the mud. Putting a pretty good strain on my winch, but it is coming. Got the RPMs up just a little. What? Spin them just a little bit more. Sorry about that, we dipped you inside, but you can see we popped right out there. Okay, hold there. Hope we actually got some video on that one. I was running the winch from inside the truck and the camera at the same time. It can be a little tricky to do, especially when you don't have any kind of camera mount or anything. But hopefully you could see how easy that was when you get rigged up right. Simple double line pull. It worked the winch pretty good because he was pretty buried. That was definitely he was mired in there. You heard me talk earlier about a 200% mire factor. We kind of look at a vehicle like that and determine by how buried it is, how buried it is, how much pulling power we're going to need. And we look at that buried as deep as it was, and we take the GVW of the vehicle. So we estimate that around 7,000 pounds, that Suburban, 7,500 pounds, and you double that for a 200% factor. So we estimate that it's going to take somewhere around 15,000 pounds to pull that vehicle out, just based on the stock. There wasn't any grade or anything like that, and it was easily that much, listening to how the winch performed while we were pulling on it. So that's why you use a pulley block in the setup, though, because even with a 12,500 pound winch, we wouldn't have moved that vehicle stuck as it was. But easy to do when you apply a little physics to it and use a pulley block that doubles your pulling power, and there you have it. So hopefully I got some decent video for you anyway, and we'll catch you on the next one.